Nvidia has been kicked off the S&P 500 top spot. Is this temporary, or is this the end of their reign riding high on this AI revolution wave? We are deep diving into Nvidia's performance, revealing the stock that's outpacing it, and explore what the future might hold for both these top performers through 2024 and even into 2025. Now, I've got a background in software engineering, so I've been familiar with Nvidia long before all this recent hype. Nvidia is like the heavyweight champion of the tech world, especially when it comes to graphics processing units or GPUs. They created the tech that make your video games look mind-blowingly realistic and help scientists crunch insanely complex numbers. In addition to that, Nvidia is also leading the charge in AI computing. They're the ones providing the muscle behind everything from massive data centers to those self-driving cars we keep hearing about. So why all the hype? Well, Nvidia isn't just about making cool stuff for their gamers. They're at the forefront of AI technology, which is basically the Swiss Army knife of the tech world. It's got applications in pretty much every industry you can think of. This is why investors have been falling over themselves to get a piece of the Nvidia pie. Okay, so let's talk numbers. Since the low of 2022, Nvidia stock has skyrocketed by a massive 1,000%. They've even joined the exclusive $1 trillion market cap club, rubbing shoulders with tech giants Apple and Microsoft. But here's also an interesting fact. According to LinkedIn, over 17,000 Nvidia employees are now millionaires. That's a mind-boggling 76% of their workforce. A survey broke it down even further. At the top end, about 37% of employees are sitting pretty with a net worth of more than $20 million. At the other end, 24% have a net worth of up to $1 million. Now, before you start updating your resume to apply at Nvidia, there's a catch. Some employees have described their work environments as, well, let's say, intense. We're talking long hours, high-stress meetings, and the kind of pressure that comes with being at the cutting edge of tech. Some even describe their compensation packages as golden handcuffs. Sure, the money's great, but you're basically married to your job. So remember, you've got to earn your slice of that lucrative pie. All right, let's zoom in on 2024. Nvidia's stock price has climbed an impressive 150% this year. That's the kind of growth the media hype as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But here's a pro tip for you that the media does not want you to know. Once-in-a-lifetime opportunities happen several times a year. The stock market has gems that climb 150% plus every year. Your job as an investor is to know how to find them and invest in them. That's ultimately what an investor does. Anything less, and if we keep it logical, you just haven't quite earned your investor stripes just as yet. And that's okay. That's why we have connected at this period in your life, to be a better investor. And this takes me on to that gem of a stock in the S&P 500 that's outperforming Nvidia and that gets virtually no media attention apart from a couple of recent headlines. This mystery stock has surged by 205% in 2024 compared to Nvidia's 150% climb. The stock in question is Vistra Corporation, ticker symbol VST. Now, I know what you're thinking. Vistra who? Well, compared to Nvidia, Vistra is like a minnow swimming with sharks. We're talking about a market cap of only $40 billion, which makes it the world's 533rd most valuable company. Remember, Nvidia is sitting pretty in the exclusive club of companies with a market cap of $1 trillion. Okay, let's talk IPOs. Nvidia went public way back in 1999 with shares priced at $12. Vistra, on the other hand, is a relative newcomer to the public market.
It had its IPO on May 10th, 2017, opening at $15.15.
But don't let its youth fool you. Vistra's roots actually trace back all the way to 1882. So what does Vistra actually do, and why is it having such a stellar 2024? Well, Vistra is all about power, literally. They're an integrated retail electricity and power generation company serving about 5 million customers across the US. Think of them as the backstage crew, making sure the lights stay on, managing a diverse portfolio of energy sources from natural gas and nuclear to coal, solar, and battery storage. Vistra's strong performance in 2024 comes down to a few key factors. First off, they've been quick to adapt to market demands, especially when it comes to sustainable energy. They're expanding into renewable sectors like solar and battery storage, which is music to the ears of both consumers and regulators who are pushing for greener solutions. Secondly, they've been laser focused on operational efficiency. In the volatile world of energy markets, their attention to detail has rapidly paid off in their financial performance. They've also made some smart strategic moves, like acquiring full ownership of certain subsidiaries. This has not only strengthened their market position, but also streamlined their operations. Lastly, let's not forget about the broader economic picture. As we've been recovering from the pandemic, energy demand has been on the rise. More industries ramping up means more electricity usage, and that's been great news for Vistra. So, what does the future potentially look like for both Nvidia's and Vistra's stock performance? Nvidia, after its meteoric 1000% rise since 2022, went through a 10-for-1 stock split. Then came the recent challenging earnings window, and the stock took a 35% hit between June and August. But true to form, it bounced back with a 45% gain, and has since been consolidating between its June high and August low, with that nice round $100 mark acting as a support level. Vistra, on the other hand, was a bit of a late bloomer, as are most IPOs really. It moved sideways for about 6 years after its IPO until July 2023. Since then, it's been on an upward trajectory, climbing about 320%, with 205% of that coming in 2024 alone. Like Nvidia, it saw a similar 37% decline between May and August, but then turned on the boosters again, surging over 75% since its recent earnings report. This push took the stock out of a roughly 4-month consolidation and onto record highs. So what does this all mean for investors? Well, Vistra is already presenting some juicy buying opportunities. We're looking at a potential target of $200 per share through the rest of 2024 and into 2025. It's now a matter of finding the right moment to buy based on your strategy. We've got Vistra firmly on our watch list, but we're waiting for a bit more confirmation on this move out of consolidation. We want to avoid a fake breakout. That's when a stock breaks out, starts moving up, but then reverses back into consolidation, tying up your capital for no gain. Nvidia, on the other hand, is a game of patience right now. It's still in consolidation, and the tricky thing about consolidation is that they can last for months or even years before a stock breaks out and starts trending again. We've been holding Nvidia since early 2023, and we're definitely looking to compound our position once it breaks out and confirms the next leg up. Like Vistra, Nvidia will likely target that $200 mark through the rest of 2024 and into 2025, but needs the momentum to break out of consolidation first. Looking further ahead, both companies seem poised for continued success. Nvidia remains a major player in the tech industry, with its significant involvement in AI and gaming sectors driving its growth. Vistra, meanwhile, has been consistently beating earnings per share predictions, which bodes well for its future operational capabilities. In fact, projections suggest Vistra's earnings could grow by a hefty 27% in the coming year. Both companies are expected to maintain strong positions in their respective markets. Vistra will likely focus on operational efficiency and market expansion in the energy sector, while Nvidia continues to capitalize on ongoing and emerging tech trends. Nvidia has lost its top spot in the S&P 500, and Palantir has now joined the index. Palantir aims to reach the top position, but it faces challenges along the way. Check out this video to see if Palantir is poised to rise and could be a strong candidate for your portfolio.